Alright, trading recap for the 5th of October, actually, goodness sakes. So I added Keltner channels, these things here. I probably won't use them that much, but I don't know, just screwing around with them. So my first play here was a 1 minute 3-bar play on AAL, as shown right here. It was looking really strong, came down, tested. I actually wanted to get in here. I looked at it a ton. So AAL in the first 5-10 minutes traded exactly on par with, so it didn't have any news or anything. It was just the only thing that it was, gapping up from yesterday's close. It was like, it and CCL was the only thing that had any pre-market action at all, which is still nothing. But anyways, so if I lay over the SPY looked the exact same, like the exact same right here. And so this thing, AAL and CCL look the exact same here as well. So I had the exact same chart. This thing popped earlier because I was using this as a guide and was running pretty good as a measured move. I took AAL, got a partial, and then SPY started coming down, as you can see here. And so my stop loss was here, and I just got out, and this is basically a break-even trade. The knees are here indicating I thought this was the move. Then I was like, okay, this is the move for sure. So I wouldn't have been stopped out on that. This is just a placeholder, like I didn't enter. I was like, that's the entry for sure. Then this was the actual play. It's like a 2-minute I mean, it's so ugly, but it's a 2-minute 3-bar play. Like you can see kind of thrust, and then like the break above here. I was trying to get the reload because at this time SPY was like bulling. Like this was actually like big. It doesn't look like it here. I don't know exactly where we are here, but anyways. So it was kind of touch and go here, kind of ran into resistance, and I knew like once we were seeing these on volume, I knew I could easily put my stop loss here and it was safe. 2R partial, 3R partial. At this daily level here. Then my next one would be from yesterday's open, 2190-ish. But it was looking toppy, so I got out. I got out, and SPY was looking toppy as well. But in any case, I don't know that it'll make it up there. Maybe it will. It's throwing some big volume and not going anywhere, so I bet you this thing's done, and I didn't make the worst move. It kind of it went on super low ball right here, and it looked like it wanted to do one retest and then kind of make the way down. So that was the first thing I traded, and then the last thing, and then HUT I traded in the middle. HUT I traded, didn't have any news, but Bitcoin's up good and proper. Yeah, I bought some on the weekend, some more. So yeah, this thing traded hideously, but it was really a play. It was like a 2-minute 3-bar play, 1 minute, whatever. Yeah, so there it is, 2-minute 3-bar play, thrusting, and then go. But it hardly moved at that point. Hardly moved. Like it traded so ugly and choppy back and forth a tick or two. The thing that made me get in is if I overlay BTBT ripped. So this is, what is this, 940 candle, and it popped, and they were trading in sync with each other, and when SPY bulled right here, they bulled as well. So I was using BTBT actually as a 940, yeah, like it did a kind of a 3-bar play, and it just went, and I knew when this thing went that money would flow into HUT as well. And that was my play. So my first partial was 2R, 3R, almost 4R, whatever that is. And then it looked like it wanted to kind of reclaim, and I got out. When it looked toffee, it came up above and just looked like it didn't want to go anymore. And then BTBT just kept going vertical. So my level was 1036, as you can see, and that level is from right here. But the volume node, as you can see here, was 1050, so I was looking for 1050-ish, and there were a couple bids up there. So I could have had the fill that I wanted. I've stared at this 1036, and I just didn't take a partial because I was like, oh, it'll retest, and it'll come back to 1050. And then SPY, which I obviously don't have up right now, then SPY started to come down decently, and I thought it was done. Set my stop loss kind of under. There was a whole bunch of volume right here. I got taken out, but I would have been fine with that either way because it came down. I mean, I traded AAL, I think, about as good as I could have. The thing is, I traded it in conjunction with CCL, and I used CCL as kind of my bellwether, and I thought that they were the same sector, and they're not. I totally forgot. I mean, all I'm trading is tickers, so I didn't even think that one is cruise lines and one is airlines. So then I started using SAVE as, that's the quickest ticker I could remember. That was another airline for AAL, and I started using that as my kind of my bellwether. And when this thing started running and kept going, I was like, okay, that's my for AAL all the way up. So we talked about all those. Then I had this on APA, and APA and MRO, they're both oil stocks, and MRO started going earlier, and it was just up so many days, so I didn't want to trade it, but I wanted to trade APA because it wasn't up as many. It had more of an indecision candle yesterday, but I couldn't get an entry. This was too ugly. I couldn't sell myself on any sort of 3-bar play anything here, and once the time it was here, I was like, well, it's into resistance, I'm not taking it now. But yeah, that was too bad. That's pretty much all I got. Kind of a 3 and a bit R day, kind of closer to 4R day. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at trading kind of more some lower floats, kind of just feeling like I really don't know what I'm doing that much. But anyway, like 90% of price action is supposed to be contained within Keltner channels, and you have quite a bit of it that's outside of Keltner channels right there. I understand that this is a very strong trend upwards, but I just expected. Yeah, anyways, so I'm gonna have to kind of screw with those, learn how to use them. So that's it for today.